Hey everybody, this is Melina from ScrapbookingWithMe.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram and over on Facebook at Me Crafty Scrapper Creates. Today is another episode of M's Scrap Busters and we are using up quite a bit of scraps today. So we are making some collaged heart altered cards. If you have Project Life cards that are 3 inches by 4 inches, grab those. We're going to alter them and then get you a piece of copy paper or cardstock that is 8.5 by 11. We're going to collage on top of that, and I'm going to show you all of the ways, the steps that I took to get these great cards, and I will give you a sneak peek here at what we're doing. You saw it in the thumbnail already anyway. Ooh, we make 13 of them, y'all. 13. So that's a mass make in my eyes. You know, my opinion, total mass make 13. We're making them in this video. Take a look. So first off, the Project Life cards. And I have tons and tons and tons of them. They already have their corners rounded. These are 3 inches by 4 inches. If you do not have Project Life cards, don't worry about it. Just cut you some cardstock, 3 inches by 4 inches, and go to town. Here is how I covered the cards first as far as the base of the journal card. So here's how I did that. And then get just a plain 8.5 by 11 sheet of copy paper, the premium copy paper, a piece of cardstock, whatever you have on hand that's just been run over by your chair or crumpled on one side, whatever. You're not going to use it for anything else. And go ahead and pick you out some scraps and start laying them on your paper or your cardstock or whatever, that base, and you're going to make yourself a master board. And here is how mine came together. And then after you get that master board all covered and gessoed, I used the clear gesso with one of the silicone spatulas, and we sell these on the website at scrapbookingwithme.com. So if you have not visited with us or shopped with us and you need some supplies, we got you covered. So I've used clear gesso to get all of my scraps on that master board, and then put it down first, put down my pieces. Any that overlapped, I went over the top of it again. Okay, and then I will use some white gesso here in a minute too, over the top of everything. And of course I'm going to splatter, so you'll see that in a minute too. And then you're going to see how all of these cards come together. And then y'all know I love me some splatter, so I got out my hickory smoke and my tarnished brass. I've never used these two together, and we're going to see how this looks. Of course, tarnished brass is like a gold to me, and it is my literal favorite of all of the sprays that Tim Holtz has come out with. Love me some tarnished brass. Just going to get that nice and sprinkled. And then I'm going to dry this a little bit. And then sprinkle on some hickory smoke. And you let that dry, and you can either dry it with a heat tool or let it air dry. And then you're going to flip it over, and you're going to cut off all of your excess that's around that cardstock base that you started out with. And don't worry about what the cardstock base looks like, because that's going to be the back side of your hearts that you won't see, because you're going to mount these hearts on the journal cards. Look how cute! I love it. And we are going to wait to ink this until we cut out our hearts. So get you a piece of scrap cardstock that you would otherwise not use for anything else. You need a little bit more sturdy than just paper. So get the cardstock out and freehand your heart. And just go ahead and cut it bigger than probably what you think you need for those little cards. You can always cut it down. You can't put back, but you can always cut it down. And then get your card base and look at it and go, okay, do I want my heart to be bigger than my card, or do I want it to fit on the card? That is totally up to you. I love how this looks. I might cut it down just some millimeters. Just a few, maybe. And let's see how that works. I might have to get me a whole new piece of cardstock. But I think this is going to work. We shall see. I have had lots and lots of practice cutting out paper hearts, y'all. My daughter is a paper heart lover. She has always loved cutting paper hearts. And see, that I think still is too big. The other size, before I cut this down, it would have been great to go in bigger pockets, but I want mine to fit in just a standard little pocket that you put on a page. So let's go ahead and cut it on down just a little bit more. Anyways, Bethany is a pink lover and she is a heart lover, and so growing up we were all the time cutting out paper hearts and coloring pages that had hearts in them and all kinds of stuff like that. Alright, so I think I got it the size I want it. I shaved it down quite a bit, but I really like that size. You can still see my edging where I inked when I put it on there. And then I think I should be able to get at least 12 hearts out of this collaged masterboard, or decoupaged masterboard. And that's how many cards I've got, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, I have 11. I might have to get another 3x4 piece of cardstock because, you know, I need 12, not 11. Let's do an even dozen. So then I'm going to flip my masterboard over and just kind of eyeball 1, 2, 3, and then 8, 9, 10, 11. So I think I will be able to do that. So you just need to kind of eyeball which way is going to be your easiest way to get as much out of this masterboard as possible. And then if you have any directional paper, so like that one has some writing on it, so what I'm going to do is flip it this way and make sure that I cut my heart that way so that the writing will be right side up. Some people have no problem with that. Just do whatever. You don't have to look at your directional paper at all. But I'm going to put my heart down, and then I'm going to trace around each one and maximize this masterboard. Get as many hearts cut out as I possibly can from this one masterboard. So there's one, and then I might save some space by doing this, and I'm totally fine with that. So see, if we did this, then we can go all the way across, but then we have it like this. If you want to do it this way, just keep going upside down here, and then your next row you'll go like this. Now you will have this space that's not used, so however you think you need to do it. If you wanted to do a half heart, you could go ahead and cut a half heart and do some journal cards like that and have little half hearts on it. So when I get to the end here, I can't fit another one this way, but I can fit one this way. So I'm just going to maximize masterboard. Alright, so I got 13 full hearts, and then I got a half heart here, and then I've got a little heart just the top of it here that I could use as a tuck, a page tuck on a journal. Love that. So now I got to get my tough scissors, my really good Tim Holtz scissors, and cut out hearts. Alright, reveal time. Y'all ready? I love how that one's kind of just in half. That's cute. I love reveal from masterboard. Yay! I love the mixed media look of them. Here's my little heart that I'll use on the corner of a page, like this. And then it can be a little tuck. Cute. There's the little tuck one. There's the half heart. And it's all that polka dot. Cool. And then there's some more of that. Cute. These are so cute. I'm going to ink them with hickory smoke. So all of them get inked. And don't worry about the backs. I know some of you, this is way out of your comfort zone. And no worries. But I want to get you out of that box. I want to challenge you on these scrap busters sometimes, you know? We got to have a good challenge every once in a while and figure out what we can do and what new stuff we can add to our projects, our paper projects. That one, it has like 1, 2, 3, like almost perfectly 3 sections of different papers in it. And you could even distress these up on the side, like get, oh, I've got that little, get a little razor blade. And you could, you know, rough them up on the edges and make them even more distressed looking. And then go in with your ink that you use on the edge and go in as far as you would like. If there's too much white on it, you know, go in and dirty it up just a little bit more. Okay, then I think they need a little bit more definition. So I'm going to go around the edges take this one for example. Didn't get much ink right there. And I'm going to use a micron. This is the 0.5 tip micron. And I'm going to go around the edges. And you can make the faux stitch marks or whatever. If you're very, very talented, you can actually stitch around these. I am not good at going around curves with my sewing machine, so I will just use a black pen and go around once, and then I think I'll go around one more time with a little bit more of a kind of wonky line, if I can hold on to my pen, that is. And just hope that the micron holds up to that white gesso, because some pens don't like going up against gesso, and that did very good. So I'm going to go around each one of them like that. Alright, so that got them a little bit more defined. I love them. And I'm going to start putting them on my cards and just figuring out, like some of my cards I have fully covered all over. Then there's some that had really good writing space on the back, so I didn't cover those up. So there's those. Okay, and then these are the double covered ones there. So then I'm just going to figure out which sides I want as the journal side, and then which side I want to put my heart on. And I'm just going to go through there and put them on each one of my cards and figure out which one's going to go on which one. The fun part, other than seeing the reveal of the masterboard when you cut those hearts out. That's like one of my favorite things ever. So I'm just going to put it pretty much in the middle, as close to middle as possible. Like that. And then we'll do a few other little things to the cards too when we get done gluing them all on. Alright, and then to get these two hearts here taken care of, have them a little background, I found two more Project Life cards. And I'm not going to cover them or anything. The backs of this one, that's cute green. I'm good with that, especially in a brighter colored journal if we make. So that one will go on top of that one. I love that. But I'm a polka dot girl too, so love me some polka dot. And this heart is going to cover up that. I'm going to get a little deeper into that white there so it's covered good. And do the same little color, 3 colors around the edges on these two, just so they match all these. I have one of those dome tips on this one so it doesn't stand up on that. Worn lipstick, putting that around on it, both sides. And then around on this one, both sides. That one almost matches. You can barely see the pink lipstick. Okay, or worn lipstick. Then the crackling campfire, just a tad bit of that, just to give it some contrast. This is not one of my favorites of Tim Holtz, but it has its place. And it is what it says it is. It looks like fire, like a campfire. I'm loving my desk right now. I'm with Bethany. I'm a heart girl. I love me some hearts. One of my favorite shapes ever. And if y'all can hear that in the background, we have a new neighbor who absolutely loves his souped up Ford Mustang, old souped up Ford Mustang, and he absolutely loves to rev it, work on it, make the loudest mechanical noises with it. And we live in a subdivision, but it's a very laid back subdivision, I guess, because there is a patrol officer that lives right across the road from him. He is 2 houses down from me. 2 houses. We live out in the country, so there is no ordinance and all that. But yeah, this guy lives 2 houses down from us, and then the patrol officer lives right across the road from this guy. And nothing's been done. So I figure if anything can be done, that patrol officer would have done it already. I just don't understand. I mean, and it's not like it's just in the afternoons like today. He is at it at 4:30 and 5 o'clock in the morning every day, even on weekends. And then he's at it during the evenings. He has been doing that before at midnight. So I don't know when the man sleeps. But anyway, and they have small children, so I don't know when his children, bless their hearts, are able to sleep. Anyway, so if you hear revving of engine in the background during this video, I try my best to do it maybe when he's at work, but at this point I don't know when he's even at work. So there's my rant for this video. Now, from here, you do whatever you would like. I want to get out some postage stamps, some really small ones maybe, and get those on there. Maybe some little Tracy Fox labels. So let's pull out a few of those over here, and then some butterflies maybe. Pull those out, and then I've got some smaller, more colorful butterflies somewhere. Here we go. I might fussy cut some of those out. Then I've got these little February postage stamp looking things, but they don't say February. Those don't. That one says, that little label says Sweetheart. I think I'll use those. Those come from a Graphic 45. Hugs and Kisses. Too cute. I'll use that on one. And then little postage stamps or little tickets like these from My Porch Prints. Those are cute little tickets. I might use a couple of those on there. And then I thought I had some really small postage stamps. Maybe. And here's some more Tracy Fox labels. And then I've got some word labels, and the Etsy shop that I got these word labels from is no longer doing business. So I don't know what to tell you on that. It was, oh, I can't even remember the name of it. But, excuse me, hiccup. I know, because I went back to get a different kind of word labels that she had, and Digital Hobby Helper, that's the one, that's the name of it. You got this, that's cute. Now I'm not going to put a word label on every one of them, but I wanted to get out my shorter little word labels. Ooh, I like that one. Okay. I couldn't find any small little postage stamps. Here's some vintage postage stamps, and there's some tiny ones in there, so surely we'll find enough to work with this, and I think I want to start out with these Tracy Fox labels. Let's do this one, and maybe a word label on one. I'm inking it with hickory smoke, and maybe right there, just kind of break up that red that's on that one, and maybe a little, ooh, I like that butterfly. Yep, let's do that one. Let's fussy cut that one out. Okay, and then glue it all on. Oh, I like that. I like how that broke that up. Just because it was a, you know, a red triangle right there on that. And it just needed a little bit of help. Cuteness. Yep. Just a cuteness overload, that is. And even if you wanted to do some of those same lines around the edges of these, you could. If you wanted to dress them up just a little bit more, you could. But I want to keep these kind of pink neutral, since most of the backgrounds are pink, just so that whatever journal they go in, I could do some more. I could do another color of ink around the edges if I wanted to. I could deepen the black and get it a little more dirty on empty spots like that. Pretty. Okay, now next one. I've just piled them all up. We're just going to go through. Let's see about this Hugs and Kisses. Maybe right there, so you can still see all the other parts of that. Let's ink that up. And then, I don't know if we'll put anything else on this one. Let's just put this on. See what we think after we got it on. I like that as is. I'm just going to put a little bit more of that worn lipstick. There went my belly growling on there. And call that one ready for a journal. And put anything else on it that I want to. This one, let's try one of these colorful Tracy Fox labels. Maybe this one, because it's got just a little bit of red on that one edge. Cut that white piece off and ink it up. Ooh, I like that on the corner like that. And maybe a little postage stamp of some kind also. Ooh, I think that's going to be pretty. Just like that. Oh yeah, I love that. Ink that stamp up. It helps when you have some stuff kind of laid out and already cut out. I wish I had all of those butterflies already cut out. But when you're mass making, that helps me so much to stay organized and already have all of my little elements cut out on the edge here that I'm going to use. Move that around just a little bit. Do it that way. Oh, I love that one. Too pretty. I think this one needs a little bit more. Let's go a little deeper with the black. There we go. Oh, I love that one. Okay, this one needs some more glue around the bottom here, so all that sticks well, and it doesn't decide it needs to come up later. Now this is one of the darker hearts, so we want to liven that up some with some color. And let's try for, oh, my stomach, gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. Oh, let's see, do I like it like that? I kind of do. Usually if it's just two pieces that I'm putting on top of it, usually I'm a It's got a touch kind of girl. Maybe, maybe it still does. Maybe like that. Yeah, like that. Okay, ink around the edges of that word label. And then ink around my little die cut piece. This is just a piece that came off of that Graphic 45 collection. I just kind of fussy cut a piece of the paper out. I think I want to put the label back behind the postage stamp. Well, let's look here. Well, let's not put it on upside down, Melina. Like that. I think I want it a little wonky. Yes. Cute. And let's go a little darker. Blend that in a little bit better. And then do a little bit more of that worn lipstick. There we go. See, I'm a grungy kind of girl, so I like that. I like it a little bit more grungy around the edges, especially if I'm not going to put anything else on it. Okay, this one is a lighter. It's got kind of a greeny blue to it. Let's see if we've got any butterflies that would... Ooh, I like that one on there. Let's go with that little flutterby. And then, oh, I like that. Tracy Fox label. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are the flutterbys from Camellia Crafts Design. Mrs. Julie's freebies on her Buy Me a Coffee website. Okay. And maybe I like that. And since we've got a lot of that white gesso right there anyway, we can kind of come down just a touch. Yeah, and put it all in that one corner of the heart. That's pretty. Okay. Put the label on. And then the butterfly. We got another darker heart coming up. Next, that's cute. And I think I'm just going to leave the colors as is. I like that. Just like it is. Yep, here's a darker one. And I really like that blue label. Even though it is dark, I like that blue label, and maybe find a postage stamp to go alongside of it, a lighter one. Let's look here. Ooh, there's a clown. I don't want to do that. I'm not one that is scared per se of clowns, but they are a little creepy. Oh, I like that. So we got a little covered wagon kind of stamp. And then I'm going to get the white edges off of this label. Oh, this is like therapy to me. I love this. Ink the edges. And ink the label. Okay, and then let's figure out, yep, I like it like that. So let's glue everything on. So there, and I'm going to have to lay my glue on the side before I run out. I think I've got plenty, but let's go that way with that one. Oh yeah, like that. And if we had a small little word label, like a little skinny one, maybe a white one, yeah, because that's so dark. Let's go here, right in the middle of our two pieces that we put on there, and make it happen. How about that? Go a little darker with my worn lipstick. Cute. Alright, that one had 3 on it. 3 little pieces that we added anyway. Okay, some of my favorite hearts. The little animal print. I just love that. And I really think that that green will look good on there. It will. And let's pick out. Too big. Those are too big. That's too big. Let's go with one of these. Ooh, let's do that little tiny one right there. That one's cute. And that would go, and we could put it down in here and still see all the parts that I love. Okay, and then I think I want to go straight in the middle with the butterfly, and then straight down with the label, and lay your glue on its side, Melina. You're almost out. Okay, down like that, and then butterfly in the middle. Oh yeah, it's a lot better. There, chickadee. You don't have to wait on it as long to come out. Like that. And a little more worn lipstick. And just a tad more black. Pretty. Okay, this one that's not as thick as the rest of these because we didn't have to use, well, they were extra hearts, and we just used 2 Project Life cards that we already had and didn't have to cover up. Okay, I'm going to get these little My Porch print tickets, and I have no clue what the listing is called on these, y'all. You'll just have to go to her Etsy shop, My Porch Prints, and look for, I think it could be rose tickets, but I am not for certain on the name of those. Okay, and we're going to break up that a little bit that way, and let's go with word label maybe, and put it, I'm going to trim this down, and let's put it at the very bottom. See if that works. Down there, and it does. It will like that. We haven't done one like that yet. And then this little ticket needs to be kind of like that, and then a butterfly, possibly. Yeah, let's go for this one. And ink all of my pieces. That's going to go on there. And hold on to them if you can, Melina. Let's see. That, and then my little flutterby. Tiny, tiny. And then the Dream Big. Okay, and go ahead and glue that on. Throw everything around on my desk. Ooh, I like that. I like how grungy it looks. Pretty. And then the little label, like that. And then the butterfly can go kind of over it too, because it's such a small label. You can't really read most of it anyway. So I'm going to scooch it over just a little bit and then put that butterfly there. Cute. That's very cute. I like that one. Okay, and then this lighter one, it is screaming for something here because I had to put the heart a little higher to cover up, you know, that wording that was on there. So stronger than you think, and I think it looks fine just inking around the edges with our hickory smoke. There, and go ahead and put that on there. Oh yeah. See what I tell you? Screaming for a word label at the bottom. Okay, and maybe just a butterfly in the center of the heart. I like that idea. Let's see what we got. I think it's going to be, yep, that one right there. Ink the edges. And then glue that right in the middle of that one. Oh yeah, that one's cute. Love it. Alright, just a few more to go. This one has that really pretty scallopy look to it. I like that. Sweetheart. And maybe just one of these little postage stamps right above it, kind of Lomfardy. Yep, that's cute. And I don't think I'm even going to ink those. They are pretty as is. I want them to stand out. Cute. I like all the color on that one, so I'm going to leave that as is too. That one was easy. Okay, and then another one with some animal print. Cute, cute, cute. Nah, I don't really like the colors of those on this one. Let's try for a stamp maybe, and just put it down on this little corner with maybe a word label at the top. I think I've got enough room at the top for that. Let's find us a pretty one. Oh yeah. Okay, so motivation, and then this little Liberty stamp on the bottom corner, and then we'll do a little bit more inking. Oh, I really like this one. Okay, and then my stamp is very purple, but I think it just kind of breaks that up how it needs to be. Very cute. Let's get some more black soot, maybe in this corner, and then right on this edge, a little deeper in. Oh, that's cute. Love that. I really do think, though, it needs something else. Maybe. Yep, let's do that. This teeny tiny little Tracy Fox label that barely needs any glue. Yep. Too cute. Alright, and then this one, I really want to put one of these rose postage stamps on it. And maybe you got this at the very bottom. I love it. So cute. Yep, I like that. Let's get these edges off. because the heart is gorgeous, that kind of watercolor paper that I got from Cocoa Daisy. So I want to see quite a bit of the heart. Ink around this. And ink around this. Glue that right at the bottom center. Get that nice and centered up. I like. And then like that. That's very cute. How many times have I said cute in this video? Like 400 probably. But they are. They're darling. I like the color all the way around on that one, so I'm not going to add any more color to that one. Last one. This is it. In your eyes, and maybe a butterfly. How about... Ooh, I like that blue and yellow one. And it goes along with the blue that's in the heart. And then maybe one of these too. So kind of like that, and then maybe the butterfly up here somewhere. We shall see. I'll get it cut out. Oh yeah, I like it like that. So let's do the word label at the top. And it is totally not cut straight, and I don't care. Okay, and then the little postage, faux postage stamp off to the side there, and then do a little flutter by down here, and I think I want to do it going into the heart, I think. Let's pull this out a little bit. Yep, like that. Cute. Do a little bit more dirtying up there, and do that corner also. Yep, I like that. Now, let's get them all laid out so we can take a gander at them. Where did that phrase even come from? Do y'all know? Take a gander. I don't have a clue. But my grandmothers both used to use that phrase quite often. Okay, so there's our little half heart, our little one that we're going to use as a tuck in a journal. I'm going to scooch that stuff over. And we're going to line these up, and don't worry, I will get you a still shot at the end also. Let's move my scissors before I stab myself. And then make sure all of these are in frame for you. Of course, I'm probably not going to get these bottom ones in frame, but like I said, I'll have you a still shot and you can see all of them. But I mean, this, yes, is getting us out of our comfort zone, and it's a little more involved, but I truly, truly love making collaged journal cards. One of my favorite things ever, other than just, you know, regular old scrap busting. I love making collaged journal cards. So there's our complete 12. And then here's 13, and then we got that little tuck and that little half heart there too. So beautiful little collaged heart altered cards, because they are Project Life cards, and we altered them to make them our own, and we can add these to our scrapbook pages, journal pages, whatever we want. I'm loving them. Like I said, I love my desktop right now. This is just too cute. I hope y'all have enjoyed this Scrapbusters. If you make these collaged journal cards, please use the hashtag Scrapbusters so that I can find you and leave you some love. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. God bless. Love ya. Bye, y'all.